Hi, today I'm going to be talking about Coco, my cat. Coco was born in this backyard to his mom, Newport, with two other kittens, Stella and Sosa. Initially, we could only see them from the terrace, and we would hear the meowing and everything. But we put out food, and gradually, the kittens, as they got older, would start coming over, so we'd play with them and start socializing them to human beings because the mom was already socialized. And they would come and go. Basically, Newport would just take care of them and then follow her around. And they slowly got older, and Newport had a couple more litters in the winter, and the spring, and the summer. But sadly, she passed away. She got hit by a car, and she had a litter that was still living underneath the back porch of that same backyard. This right over here. Me and my roommates went over and we basically rescued the three kittens from underneath the porch by luring them out with like a blanket with catnip in it and treats and food and stuff. And initially they were really scared, but they gradually became socialized to people, and now they're really comfy and living upstairs with the rest of my roommates, taking care of them, which is awesome. But Coco was still on the street, and he was still a stray cat, so he would just come and go, and he would meow. He wanted to stay, or outside. And we could tell that as the time went by, because we had to keep him separated from the kittens, because he's a male cat and he might eat them because he's older. We noticed that he was getting into more fights, and he would come back with injuries. And one day, it was right before I was about to go home for winter break this year, he came back with a limp. So I was like really torn. I was like, this is kind of it's now or never. I don't think he's gonna last any more fights out there. And so I got him in a cage and brought him back home, and my mom booked all these appointments to get him vaccinated and neutered. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna keep him because I didn't know if he was gonna be fine with being an indoor cat, and that's what I would want to keep him as. So I started, just with having him in the cage in the basement, and he was acting as gentle and kind as he always has been. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep him. And I got him a bath, so now he's not covered in dirt like the other street stuff. And he now lives in my room, pretty much. I'm gonna go show you. Yeah. And that's my cat Coco.